Everyone, mind your steps. Looks like we've got a few holes in the bridge, and to be honest, I wouldn't doubt if this thing fell at some point. Just watch your step, alright? Everyone with us? Good. Try and stick to the side, that way you avoid any holes. I believe this side should be okay. We've got a few bigger ones coming up, so just watch yourself because the current is strong in the river. Okay. So, here we are. It doesn't really look like much anymore, but I promise it used to look a lot nicer than it does now. But anyway, yeah, this is Lakeworth. I mean, we've got some stuff here. You know, there's things everywhere. Really. What about these? They look like they're in pretty good shape. Yeah. Come here quickly. Take a look at this. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. I think that's kind of a running thing here, that things look a lot better than they actually are, but looks like we got a ghoul over there, but it should be fine for now. Guess they have been slipping out, but hey Rod, come take a look at this. You think what do you think about this? Any thoughts? This probably still runs. It was made to withstand explosives. However, the upkeep and the diesel requirements, it'd be a waste of supplies. We could probably run multiple vehicles with the fuel this one tank needs. Right. Yeah, that's probably a no-no. I guess if we have no choice, it'll do, but yeah, I don't like the sound of that. From what I remember, most of the vehicles here only received structural damage, so the engine and, well, everything else might still be fine. Right, so most vehicles will still run? That's not what I said. I'd have to take a look, but with a combination of parts, I could potentially construct a new vehicle with what's left. Okay, so you know what you'd need for that? I mean, I know I wouldn't. I have an idea or two. I can search all the vehicles. I mean, we're not here for food or anything, right? Yeah, right. Just vehicles, really. And, I want to visit some graves. You know, show TJ and Primo my house. I'll stay with Rodriguez. You sure, Ruby? Yeah. If I'm gonna be sticking around, I need to start making friends. Think I could learn a lot from a mechanic. Okay, yeah, good. So, you two, then me, Primo, and TJ will stick together, yeah? I'm fine with that. Alright, when we're done, we'll all meet back up here. Why not at the gate? Well, that's because there's one last thing I'd like to do before we leave. I'll explain it later, but for now, I guess, you two are gonna be staying here together, right? So, like everyone said, there's probably still a lot of ghouls here. Some may be slipping out, but for the most part, they'll all be somewhere in this house, probably in the backyard. But either way, stay at that house, and I'll talk to you later about what I'm talking about. But you'll see, okay? Anyway, so you guys still up for taking a look at my house? I mean, we've got a ghoul up ahead, so we'll have to take care of that, but it should be fine. I mean, I'm sure if I don't take care of it, the dogs will, or you will, TJ, but, okay. Are the dogs going for it? Nah, I've got this one. There we go. See? Not a problem. As you can see, these vehicles also probably would not run due to the fact that they are absolutely littered with bullet holes. Probably not the best thing in the world, but anyway, keep coming this way. Follow me. So, this was Zyra's house. As you can see, they're not exactly in the best shape. That was Torvald's house, and this right here, this was my house. And get out. Right, yeah. So this was my house, and to be completely honest, I mean, it already had some of this overgrowth on it, but it's just sort of gotten worse, I guess, since the last time I was here. But the truck probably won't run anymore, but I'll let Rodriguez be the judge of that. But anyway, make sure you've still got your weapons out just in case there could be some ghouls inside. But right, watch your step as well. Chances are you'll probably get splinters or something on these broken floorboards. But this was the living room. Not that there's really much left of it. Half of the TVs are broken and everything, but honestly, not that we'd really have much use of a TV anymore, but man, I miss TV. Anyway, yeah, this was the living room. We can check it on the way out, but for now I just want to make sure that everything's clear. This was just a cupboard under the stairs. It's pretty empty. We kept supplies here for a little while until we eventually had to leave due to, well, this. And the kitchen, mind the smell at the fridge. It's nothing compared to the ghouls, but still doesn't smell great. Guess someone's been through here and sort of checked everything already, but that should be fine. We don't need to check the bathroom. If you follow me this way, this will lead us to upstairs. So, I don't see why any ghouls would have made their way up here, but, guess we could take a look anyway. We've, of course, got, you know, washing machine, tumble dryer, just some cabinets here, another cabinet there that we stored towels and stuff in, I guess. I'm giving you a full tour like it's a hotel or a house you want to buy, but this was Drake's room. Except for the massive hole in the ceiling, it's not, and the shelves fallen from the walls. But anyway, yeah, this was his room. Not too worse for wear, I suppose. And this was Caitlin's room. Watch that. It looks like the floor's collapsed. Yeah, this is Caitlin's room. We had to put in a partition wall, you can see here, because it's only a 3-bedroom house. We had 4 people, so we needed 4 bedrooms. Not 4 people, but we required 4 bedrooms, so we had to put up this partition wall. And this was my mum and dad's room, minus the massive hole and the collapsed wardrobe. But yeah, I think Drake and Caitlin and Lou took most of the stuff from here. There used to be a shelf and their bed, I believe they took, which Reed put away, and I don't know why they didn't take this. Oh, the old evacuation notice, and yeah, there's just a few random books in there. Just gonna put them in my backpack, you know, not that we need to read them or anything. Anyway, moving on from this room, don't want to read that. The final room, I guess, is obviously mine. It's this one here. This was my dad's wardrobe. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. There's a tree growing. Okay. Yeah. Wow, this is a lot more burnt than I remember. Look at the pop vinyls, man. They're all burnt, and this one is a little bit burnt and worse for wear, but it doesn't seem too bad. And looks like this one, my wardrobe too. Yeah. Wonder if my money is still here. Let's have a look. Can I reach it? Gonna have the box is still there. Let's have a look. No, someone took it. Who? Oh, never mind. Not that I really need it for anything anymore, but what kind of person just comes into a house to steal money? I don't know. Money doesn't have any use anymore, but... anyway, massive hole, exposed wiring, not really the greatest thing in the world, but, anyways, welcome to my room. So, this was your room? Yeah, it was. I mean, like I said, minus the small tree and the overgrowth. You know, the bunched shelves and desk too. Ah, so the massive hole was already there. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's how I got to the toilet at night. Funny. I think I mentioned before, but, I'd been saving up to get my own flat before all this. I mean, money's gone now, but like I was saying to myself, not exactly like I need it anymore. I remember that. You and Jonah, right? Yeah. Not that he knew, but I was gonna just surprise him with it. Where did he live, anyway? I mean, he's the father of my best friend's babies. I figure I should at least know a little about the guy. Yeah, sure. He lived in a house with about a dozen other people. He must have a big family then. No, like a shared council house. Oh, yeah. He had a tough upbringing. You know, his family died when he was very young. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, I always remember he would sit alone at school. You know, people would throw things at him, smack him in the back of the head, laugh at him, you know, because of his family and other things. He wasn't exactly the cleanest kid in the world, but Aaron was one of them. Then let me guess, you went over and saved him. No, I just sat with him. You know, we didn't talk, but it was company. And that made them stop. Again? No, they just did it to me too. So they'd bully you both? Well, they already bullied me. I figured I might as well get a friend from it. And I did, you know, one of the best I could have had. So then it was you and him against the world. Well, not just us. Zai, Elise, and David too. So what's Zai's origin story? I think honestly we were just all bullied by the same people, you know? They'd pull on her hijab, try and take it off of her. Really not so nice stuff, really. Me and Josie were always bullied too, but that's not what made us friends. Our parents were friends, so we just sort of grew up that way. Yeah, that's sweet, right? It's similar to me and Elise, except it was just because she was my neighbour. Right, but she's gone now. Yeah, yes, she is. Sorry, Brent, I didn't mean to. You two feel free to look around for stuff. There's a few things I need to do before we leave. If there's anything you find that you want, go ahead and take it. Sorry, I have a few things to do. I'll leave the dogs with you, alright? I know she didn't mean to make it seem like, I don't know. I don't think she meant to say what she said right now. I didn't think she meant to say it the way she did, but I mean, she's not wrong. Elise is gone, but I don't know. Look at this garden. It's a mess. Swing set has collapsed. All of Mum's flowers are dead. Most of them. I mean, there's a poppy still alive. I guess I can put these on the graves. There's a rose bush. I mean, who'd have thought that this rose bush would outstand everything? I mean, This rosebush has been here since we moved into this house, so maybe one day I'll come back for it, dig it up, plant it somewhere else. Not right now, though, because knowing my luck, I'd dig it up and end up killing it somehow, and my mum loved these rose bushes, so I guess it's probably a bad idea, but leave it for now, maybe come back for it in the future. I don't know, but anyway, guess I can go and visit the graves. This place, it's strange, seeing a place that you're so familiar with look like this. I mean, that's why with Lakeworth Academy, I guess it's so strange too, but my house, it's a whole different thing, So used to seeing it every day of my life, and now to see it all destroyed and overgrown. A little strange to say the least, but hey Mum, hey Dad, brought you both some poppies. I just guess I wanted to say that I miss you both every day, and I've been away for a while, but Drake and Caitlin are doing okay, I think. I mean, they've got each other, they've always had each other, and I'm gonna be there for them as much as I can now. I mean, I tried before. It wasn't my choice to leave them, but I'm gonna do my best to stay with them and to protect them and do everything I can for them, but there's not a day that goes by where I don't think about you, and even when I have moments where I forget that you're gone, I immediately feel bad about it. But I hope you two are doing okay up there, and that you're having a good time, but I don't really know what else to say. Just I love you, and I miss you both, and honestly, I think I truthfully believe that you are both in a better place now. A way better place than this. And I know that you struggled with this world, Mum. I get that. There's times where I've had similar feelings and thoughts, and Dad, you tried hard, and you didn't always make the right decisions, but you tried to, and you would have done well in this world, but at least you went down protecting what you loved, and yeah, you're both in a better place. That's all I really have to say, and I love you both. Don't really know what else to say. I mean, there's only so much you can say. I do believe that they're in a better place. I mean, it can't really get much worse than this, to be honest, but I guess this last poppies for Torvald. I guess we can jump over the fence and move this grass out my face. I can barely see, it's that overgrown, but come on, get out of the way. Right. Guess while we're here, we can, I was gonna say, take a look at his shed, but it looks like someone's beat me to it, so it's pried the lock off. Is there anything in here? No. Empty. What else did I expect? I mean, everyone said that this place had been looted. Guess they did some looting and survivors probably came through here. But hey Torvald. I've just been to visit Mum and Dad. Put some poppies in the pots. Got one for you too. I have a new family, and that's great. But Elise is gone. Jonah is gone. David is gone, and Jonah would have been a great dad. He and Josie, his girlfriend, had two beautiful twins, Jerome and Jordan. Jordan and Jerome. I don't even know which order to say it in because I don't know who was born first. Then again, they weren't technically born in the normal sense. I have to get back to them. I have to protect them because I can't let the only living relatives of Jonah die. But anyway, you'd have liked Primo. Chloe, her actual name is, but we call her Primo because she can near enough see into the future. TJ, man, Torvald, he would be your favourite. He's into everything you were into, and I mean literally everything. I mean, I remember you always wanted to know about everything, and you always made me want to know about everything, and he's exactly the same way. And Ruby, I mean, we met Ruby under some quite difficult circumstances. Her family is gone. They died at the start, and she survived alone from that point up until Picton found her. Picton was a psychosurgeon that operated and cut up people for the sake of his own demented mind. His people did some other stuff too, but I remembered what you told me. Keep my mind clear, focus on what I'm protecting, endure and wait for your moment. And I had to endure a lot, lost a lot. We all did, but we got our moment. We got away, just like you said we would. Anyway, Ruby is strong. She's quiet and moody. She's very introverted, like me, honestly. But she's trying to let people in. Trying to get to know people and building bonds. Honestly, I think you'd like everyone from the groups. The people from the hospital and everyone you already knew at Lakeworth. I mean, everyone you knew at Lakeworth. I mean, they're not weak, because they never really were, but they've definitely got a long way to go to be... I don't know how to say it, but the people from the hospital, they are true survivors, and I constantly find myself torn between the two groups. The hospital people and the people at Lakeworth. I already see a divide between some of them. I'm sure you remember Alf, but he's took it upon himself to be the sort of leader of his little cadet group, and the others will do anything he says, And I can see that he doesn't like Ace and Felipe, probably because of how close they are to Rosia, and he just doesn't like it. He used to have a thing for Rosia. You see, she used to have a thing for him. But he moved on to Jane for some reason, and now, for whatever reason, he's jealous and angry of Ace and Felipe spending time with her. And he also looks up to Reed and has a problem with Reed no longer being in charge. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure you're glad about him not being in charge anymore, but it's gonna cause problems. And I can see some people getting on okay. I mean, most people already are, but not everyone. And that's the problem. The pressure is on me to bring everyone together. I've been chosen to be the spokesman, but I can't do that. When my dad got me and Jonah those jobs at Backwater, we specifically worked at the gravel site. You know, that way we could avoid having to work with customers unless absolutely necessary. And maybe in the long run that was a bad decision, you know, avoiding my problems rather than facing them. I know if you were still here, you'd tell me to do exactly that, and I'm trying. I guess I need to try a little harder. It's just hard. Really, really hard. I miss you, old man. You never. I promise I'll be better, and I'll come pay respects whenever I can. You know, rest in peace. Look after everyone up there, you know, my parents included. I'm sure you're having a great time being back with your wife again. You know, she was a very nice lady. She was gone before her time, but I'm sure you're taking care of Jonah, Release, and David up there too, and everyone else we've lost, but thank you for that. And I'm sorry you had to go out the way you did, but I'll say what I said to my parents. You're probably in a better place now. To be honest, though, you were probably the most capable survivor I've ever known. And I have no doubt that you would have survived long in this world if it wasn't for Grayson, but I miss you. This old garage. This has always been here. Ever since we moved into that house, this garage has always been here. And I've never really known why. I can't even see what's inside. The windows are even too high for me. Let's try and get this thing open. Maybe it's because of this overgrowth. Let's cut this out of the way. No, won't budge. Maybe there's some kind of lock or mechanism or something that's stopping it from being opened, but I don't know. It's hard to open. It's probably all of this, but it's in there tight. I don't know, but wait a second. What's... Get out of the way. What's this? I've never seen this before. Is that a solar panel? Open. Close. What's this? Man, that lever was stiff. Did it do anything? Wait, it's the garage opening? You've... Oh, wow. You have got to be kidding me.